Hi folks and welcome. This is going to be just as quick as I can one. I've got a couple of items for sale. I've got a Leek amplifier, an Omex Music Centre, an Amstrad 101 known as the Alan Sugar Shitter, a Realistic Lab 220, I think it is, turntable. If anyone's interested in any of them items, then yeah, leave it in the comments and include your email address and I'll get back to you. And you know, it is pick up only. I don't deal with postage. I'll leave them up for a week, and if I don't hear from anybody, then the lot can go on Facebook Marketplace. Somebody did express an interest in the Omex Music Centre. If that was you, then let me know, because I can't remember who it was. It's been a while. I meant to get back and never did. I forgot all about it, but I know someone was interested in that. Wanted to know how much I wanted for it. Well, make me an offer. You know, I'm not a greedy person. I mean, that Leek amplifier is probably a valuable amplifier, but I'm not greedy. You know, bearing in mind I haven't done anything to it. It was working. All I've done is chock blocked a power lead to it so I could test it. And I've done, there's videos on YouTube of me doing, oh, bloody hell. There's videos on YouTube of me doing, putting a signal into it from me signal tracer, signal generator, and displaying the trace on my scope, and it's pretty equal on both channels. It's not a bad amp. Whether the new owner chooses to recap it, then recap it, but I haven't felt the need to recap it because it's nice and silent. There's no hums. Both channels are about equal with each other. They work perfectly. You know, that's all I can say on that. The Realistic turntable, I've been through that. There's videos on everything that I'm mentioning. So, if anybody's interested in the aforementioned items, then let me know, and we can do a deal. I'm not going to give out prices. I'd rather someone make me an offer, as long as it's a decent offer. I don't mean like 5 or 10 quid. I know the stuff's worth more than that, but you know, make me a sensible offer, and you know, yeah. What more can I say? I'm not a greedy guy. I'm a realistic guy. I don't expect to get the cake and the crumbs. I'm happy with just the cake. Someone else can have the crumbs. Pardon me, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. Anyway, you all take care, folks, and thank you very much. I know you can't see the top of my head because the battery in the Jesus, the battery in the radio control tripod's gone dead, so I can't lift you up. I need to plug it back in. It can charge up tonight while I'm not using the camera, because I'm not doing any videos tonight. I'm not doing any electronics. I'll just give you a quick glimpse of what I'm working on at the moment. This is really a revisit, really. Let's move this back round to do by hand. There we are. I'm working on this Hitachi Music Centre because it's got an issue. I've replaced the belt because the belt snapped. I've replaced the belt, and basically it plays perfectly. The cassette plays perfectly, but when I record, it's distorted very badly. So I'm working. I've had the record switches out and cleaned them. They're now working perfectly. I took the record switches apart. There's a video coming up on it, so you'll see it all in the video. And I also repaired my mate Mick's test meter, because it wouldn't bleep on continuity, and he needs the continuity tester. I think that's all he really uses on it. But that's what he needs, so I've repaired that for him. It was a loose connection here on what was it? It was just a loose connection on where he plugged the test leads in. Sometimes he made the connection, other times it didn't. But like I say, I'm working on this at the moment. Within the next couple of weeks, Phil's going to be coming to pick his dance sets up, and he's got some more stuff for me to do, including a couple of hackers. I know you'll be pleased to watch me do those. So I want to try and get as much stuff as I've got now to do. I want to try and get it done. There's only so much time I'm going to spend on this. And if I can't sort the issue out, I'm not recapping it, because I don't think the issue is capacitors. It could be, but I'm not recapping it. It's not worth it. So, you know, if worse comes to the worst, I'll sell this as a tape. I'll sell this as a tape player, not a recorder. I'll just explain in the sales listing when I sell it that the machine does not record but it plays. If I can't sort it, because you know I gave 15 quid for this, I've got to get some of my money back really. And it's too nice to scrap. Normally with a fault like that I wouldn't even think twice about scrapping it. But this thing's in lovely condition and it's a shame. And it's still usable as a radio and a record player. And if you want to play tapes, it's still usable. It just doesn't record. I mean, I'm not going to give up yet. I'll spend the next couple of days on it and see if I can work out what the issue is and try and get it done. If not, then I'll just put it back together and sell it as it is. But I've checked for dry joints, and it could even be, there's two ICs on here, it could even be one of these ICs that's dodgy. You know, they're obviously going to be some sort of amplifier ICs. There's very little in the way of transistors on this board. I think there's only 1, 2, 3, about 4. There's about 4 transistors on it. But I will test them as well. But I'm not going to do a recap, and the reason why I'm not doing a recap is because it's not worth it. It really isn't. It ain't worth the time and energy for what I'm going to get. It's not worth it. Sometimes you have to draw the line. I mean, if it was expensive, if it was something like a quad amplifier, or even that leak, and I was hoping to get top dollar. If I was asking top dollar, then yeah, I'd probably recap it. Well, there's no question about it, I would. But I'll still give my 3-month guarantee on it. Even though the cassette deck will go out as not recording, I'll still give my guarantee. You know, because that's the kind of person I am. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's, you know, yeah, it's good. It's got a good record player. It's got a Gaillard SP25 Mark IV with a Shure cartridge in it, which I've got to find a stylus for. I don't want to really put my hand in my pocket and buy a stylus. I'm just going to chuck a stylus in that I've got knocking about. There must be one in my drawer somewhere, you know, but a decent one. I only keep them if they're decent. In fact, what I might do, I've got a brand new. What is it? A brand new Groove Tool cartridge, which is really a Sanyo. They're sold through. You usually find them in them cheap fucking them cheap USB turntables. They usually have them in. I don't mean the ones with the plastic arms. I mean the ones that have the magnetic cartridges. The DJ lookalike turntables, USB. They usually have them in. Usually made by. Is it Umax or something? Can't remember, but yeah, I've got one of them. I've got a brand new Groove Tool. I'll put that in it. So you know, if I have to, I'll put that in it. Oh, pardon me. I had mushy peas last night, folks, and Scraps is mithering because he wants his tea. It's a bit early, son. Just look at the time. I know it's been a bit of a ramble, this one. Oh no, it is. It's 6 o'clock. Anyway, folks, I'm going to leave it there. So if you want any of the aforementioned items, you know, like I say, let me know. And, you know, don't ask me for a price on YouTube. You know, come and see me. Or, come and see me, have a look at the items, and then not make me an offer. You know, I like to do business the old way. I like to wheel and deal. You know, I like to do it that way. Anyway, folks, you all take care, and I'm gonna sort him out, and then I'm gonna have a shower, get in my pajamas, put some music on, and crack open a few tinnies, and have a good night. You all take it later. You all take it easy, folks, and if you haven't subscribed, then subscribe. Always makes me feel better. And if you want notifications of my videos as and when they come out, then click the bell, and that'll give you a clang when there's a video up. That'll send you a notification. If you've got any comments, please feel free to leave them in the comments section. A couple of people comment on my make comments on my videos or whatever on Facebook. Don't do that, because the rest of the YouTube community doesn't see it. You know, if you've got a comment on a video, then say it on YouTube. It's better. Everybody can see it. But getting back to the issue of my videos being dodgy, wasn't my problem. And because I'll tell you what, I'll add a little bit at the beginning, or will I? See how I feel. Anyway, folks, thank you very much for watching. I shall catch you later. Bye for now.